This is the Matlab desktop version, 2016B, and the screen layout that you're seeing is the default layout. You can change the layout by clicking here and selecting which items you want to show. You can turn items on and off. You can also control where the different widgets appear by dragging and dropping them into place. We'll take the current folder window and place it now above the command window. So now this one has gone on the top and everything else has gone below. Or we could place it side by side with the command window like this. Or if we drag it into the title bar of the command window, what we'll get is a tab view where we can switch back and forth between the two different views. The tab view can be quite helpful because it maximizes the visible region when you have the window active. Each of the widgets also has its own drop-down menu from which you can maximize and minimize it, and you can also undock it so it pops out from everything else and appears in the foreground. So we can switch back to see the other windows from down here, and the command window appears separately. To redock it, you can use again the drop down menu here and just select dock and it will go back to where it came from. Once you've found a layout that you like, you can save it for future use and give it a name, but personally I like the default layout, so I'll restore that. We'll find this toolbar along the top very useful later on, but if you want to maximize the size of the command window at any point, you can hide that toolbar by selecting this minimize tool strip option in the top right. Up here alongside that button, you'll find a shortcut toolbar that includes a link to the Matlab help menu. You can click this link here, or we can just type directly in this box. This brings up information about how to do the things that we're seeking to do. It's really good and very comprehensive. You should use it extensively. The Matlab help guide is also online and searchable from any web engine, so you can look up how to do things that way as well. For example, let's use Google now and look up plotting functions in Matlab. We can see here that one of the first results that comes up is by mathworks.com. That's the company that makes Matlab. So this is going to be an authoritative guide on how to plot things in Matlab. As a matter of fact, the second link here is actually going to be more useful for a beginner. So if we look at this second link, which is also by Mathworks, well, let's tell them where we are. Here's an example of how to produce a plot of sine x. First, it tells us how to create a vector of x values. We'll talk about that in another video. And then how to create the corresponding vector of y values and plot them on an axis like this. Notice that these guides also give us an option to open a script. And what this will do is it will download some Matlab code that we can open up and inspect and basically experiment with. We'll learn a little bit about creating scripts in another video.